On a November morning, a headline flashed worldwide. Global Aviation Authority declares Filipino English as official language of the skies. The decision sent shockwaves. Filipino English, once dismissed, was now celebrated for its clarity and global appeal. The International Civil Aviation Organization found Filipino English the most easily understood by non-native speakers. In airports everywhere, announcements became crisper, instructions more direct. For Filipinos, it was a moment of immense pride and global validation. The world was listening, and it liked what it heard. It wasn't always this way. For years, Filipino English was mocked as funny or broken, used for comic relief in movies and TV. But while the world laughed, the Philippines quietly became one of Asia's most English-proficient nations. Now, Filipino English is challenging old stereotypes and earning respect worldwide. Filipino English was born from a layered history. Spanish rule shaped local languages, then American colonization brought English in public schools. The Thomasites spread English across the islands, blending it with local languages. Filipino English emerged, American in structure, Spanish-influenced, and uniquely Filipino. Today, it bridges history, culture, and the world. The late 20th century brought a seismic shift. As the global economy changed, Western companies sought cost-effective, high-quality customer service. They found it in the Philippines, a young, educated, English-speaking population. The business process outsourcing boom began, especially in call centers. Suddenly, the Filipino accent was an asset, not a liability. Call center agents trained for clarity, not to erase their accent, but to neutralize it. They mastered cross-cultural communication, handling calls from around the world. For the first time, millions heard Filipino English in a professional context. Customers found the accent pleasant, polite, and easy to understand. Satisfaction rates soared. The respectful tone once mocked became a hallmark of great service. The BPO industry transformed the economy, creating millions of jobs. It boosted national confidence. Young Filipinos saw their English as a global skill. The call center revolution was more than economic, it was cultural validation. Filipino English was no longer broken, it was a powerful tool for business. The world began to associate the Filipino voice with professionalism and helpfulness. The nation's linguistic abilities became a source of pride. Filipino English had arrived, and the world was listening. A new era of opportunity had begun. What makes Filipino English so clear? Its unique phonetic properties. Filipino English is syllable-timed. Each syllable gets equal weight, unlike the stress-timed rhythm of American or British English. This makes speech clearer and easier for non-native listeners. Every syllable is pronounced, reducing misunderstandings. Complex vowel sounds and contractions are avoided. Vowels are pronounced fully. The T sound is crisp, not blurred or dropped. This phonetic simplicity creates a neutral accent, ideal for international communication. Filipino English bridges speakers from different countries, avoiding regional quirks. Developed in a multilingual environment, it evolved to be accessible and clear. The Philippine education system emphasizes proper enunciation and grammar from a young age. This focus, combined with local language rhythms, produced a form of English designed for a globalized world. Filipino English prioritizes understanding over flair. In a world where miscommunication can have serious consequences, its clarity is invaluable. Call center agents excel because they can communicate with customers from anywhere. The neutral accent is not an accident. It's a product of history and education. Filipino English is the world's bridge for clear, effective communication. The BPO industry's success was just the beginning. The next frontier, aviation. English has always been aviation's official language, but a mix of accents created safety risks. The industry needed a universally understood standard. They found it in Filipino English. Airlines noticed Filipino professionals' communication skills and began recruiting them as cabin crew. The clear, neutral accent became a familiar sound on international flights. Announcements like, "Cabin crew, please prepare for landing," signaled professionalism and safety. Airlines modeled safety videos and announcements on the Filipino English standard. The direct, polite phrasing was perfect for multicultural passengers. Studies showed passenger comprehension increased with Filipino English. The neutral accent was less intimidating and easier for non-native speakers. Aviation found its lingua franca, not tied to any Western power, but truly global. The accent once mocked was now the gold standard for safety and service. Filipino English became the voice of reassurance at 30,000 feet. The world's skies had a new, clear voice. In aviation, communication is a matter of life and death. History is marked by tragedies caused by linguistic misunderstandings. ICAO long mandated English proficiency, but defining a universal standard was tough. Filipino English offered a solution: reduced ambiguity. Syllable time speech ensures no word is lost or slurred. Critical numbers and commands are pronounced distinctly, avoiding confusion. Clear articulation of consonants prevents disastrous mix-ups. Filipino English naturally emphasizes precision. In the cabin, safety briefings delivered in Filipino English cut through noise and anxiety. The tone is authoritative yet reassuring, the pace measured. Passengers from diverse backgrounds understand what to do in emergencies. The Global Aviation Authority's decision to formalize this standard was a landmark for safety. Pilots, controllers, and crew now operate from a similar linguistic base. Standardization minimizes cognitive load in high-stress environments. By adopting Filipino English, aviation chose maximum clarity and minimum risk. It was a choice for safety and for the future. The global embrace of Filipino English transformed the Philippines. Economic growth soared as demand for Filipino professionals increased. Schools and universities enhanced English language education, seeing it as a ticket to global opportunity. The Philippines became a hub for world-class communication, attracting foreign investment. Multinational corporations set up regional headquarters, confident in local talent. The country became a top destination for international students, especially from Asia. Students learned English from teachers with a clear, neutral accent, perfect for global success. Economic benefits were visible: new office towers, a growing middle class, and vital remittances from Filipinos abroad. This linguistic advantage funded better infrastructure and social services. English, once a colonial legacy, became a powerful engine for national development. The rise of Filipino English fostered national pride and identity. Old stereotypes faded, replaced by an image of professionalism and competence. Young Filipinos saw bilingualism as a superpower, connecting them to both local culture and the world. The nation found its voice and its place in the global economy. Filipino English became a symbol of progress and possibility. Today, Filipino English is the voice of global professionalism. It guides travelers in airports, resolves issues in call centers, and ensures safety in the skies. Once dismissed, it's now a symbol of reliability and trust. The gentle, clear cadence is a voice the world depends on. This transformation shows that a language's value lies in its real-world utility. Filipino English bridges cultural and linguistic divides. Its rise isn't about one accent being better, but about finding the best tool for global communication. The story of Filipino English is one of empowerment, turning a colonial legacy into national strength. The Philippines turned a perceived weakness into a global asset. Linguistic diversity became a resource to celebrate. The country is now a model for leveraging language skills for economic and cultural growth. The world is not just speaking Filipino English, it's learning from the Philippine experience. Its influence is growing in aviation, hospitality, healthcare, and education. Filipino English is the sound of opportunity and resilience. The world now listens with respect and admiration. It is the unmistakable voice of the 21st century global professional.